David Bedford is an apple breeder. David and his team at the University of Minnesota are apple superstars, responsible for explosively crisp, crunchy, sweet, and flavorful apples. David took some time away from the orchard and joined me in the studios at American Public Media. David, I'm so glad to have you back. You developed the Honeycrisp, but what were some of the other apples that you've worked with?
When we talk about developing new varieties, we're actually hybridizing apples. So we'll take the pollen from one tree and put it onto the flowers of a second tree. The Honeycrisp in particular took 30 years from the original breeding until the time of release. I was raised thinking that apples were good for you, but not that excited about it. And somewhere along the line, I became exposed to the range of apple flavors and taste and textures. As part of my job, I have to taste about 500 apples a day. The two most important characteristics that we're always looking for are texture and flavor, and find the 1 in 10,000 that's good enough to be named and released to the public.
Do you remember what was the apple that was the aha moment for you?
The one that I remember the best was Honeycrisp. It sort of reset my brain as to what was possible.
It has so much going on, complexity that changes in your mouth as you're munching on it.
Yeah.
And that's an exciting piece of fruit.
Yes, I think so.
That's the standard for me anyway. I see that you brought some friends with you. We have in front of us 10 different apples, and they range in size from being a golf ball. And then there's an apple that ate the city of St. Paul. This is huge.
We weren't intentionally trying to develop the new grapefruit-sized apple, but this one, our intention was to get a crisp textured apple that was low acid. It happened to turn out to be a pretty big one.
It's the apple you bring to the teacher kind of apple. Can we taste?
Oh, absolutely. I was hoping you'd ask that. We're going to start with Honeycrisp just because it opened up kind of a world of crisp and juicy.
Oh gosh, this smells so good. It's perfumey. Oh my. Tart and sweet, and it just hits the palate.
Well, I think what I'll show you now is one of Honeycrisp progeny, a child of Honeycrisp, and that is Sweet Tanco.
This tastes like there's a wine quality to it, a winey depth to it. Mm-hmm. The sweetness is there. It's not quite as tart.
The next one I'd like to show you is a brand new child of Honeycrisp. In fact, we're just introducing
we have the
it.
son of, the return of,
yes.
The revenge of Honeycrisp.
This was a variety that we tested for a number of years. This was 17 years from the breeding until the release. The national trademark name will be Rave.
Right.
R-A-V-E. And then we're also going to have a second trademark for Minnesota-grown fruit to sort of distinguish that.
Oh.
And that name will be First Kiss.
First Kiss. Boy, that brings back a memory.
Let me give you a taste and
now
see.
This looks like a Red Delicious. It's the heart shape.
Yeah.
Oh, but it smells different.
It is, yeah.
It's more of an old-fashioned apple smell.
That's interesting. It's very juicy, I think you'll find, and a little tartar than the other two.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is fabulous. Mm-hmm. It's not tasting of citrus, but it reminds you of citrus. And it has that freshness to it. Excellent. This would be a great morning apple.
Oh, I think so.
Wake you up.
Yes, it will. I'd like to show you the grandparent of Honeycrisp. This will be the most uniquely flavored apple you've ever had.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Okay, now this is small and rounder, and there's a name tag, Frostbite. Oh, my. You get this hit of pineapple or vanilla. It has a finer texture, but it doesn't have the intensity of flavor. Thank you so much.
Well, great for me too, and I'm glad you got to taste some of what's in the future for us.